Kelly File exclusive now after a group of graduating students at East Carolina University are reportedly told to leave God out of their graduation speeches, their own speeches. A May 1st email from an assistant professor reads, quote, "I've had some submissions that needed to be edited, so here are some guidelines. 1, you can't thank God. I'm sorry about this, and I don't want to have to outline the reasons why." Caleb Bonham is editor-in-chief of campusreform.org and the man who broke this story. Caleb, good to see you. And perhaps the reason why is because he was controverting the Constitution.
Well, exactly. The professor instituted a self-imposed don't ask, don't tell policy when it comes to religion in the classroom. And students came to campusreform.org really upset that the professor was not allowing them to really acknowledge and thank people and God, for instance, during this time of celebration.
When it crosses over, there's a Supreme Court decision from about 10 years ago, a little more, that talks about how when it can cross over into university-sanctioned speech, so if it's like the university saying God, 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 you could be in the trouble zone. But when it's a student initiated on his own without any, prompting by the school and so on, he just says thank God, that's a different story. We've had precedent on that as well.
Exactly, and it was the students that wanted to initiate this. But it goes to a deeper issue, Megyn. It goes to the issue that the professors don't understand really what the students were trying to do. We hear about this all the time at campusreform.org. The students were not looking to use this as an opportunity to get up there and proselytize to a captive audience. They wanted to instead deflect the attention on themselves to a higher power, to acknowledge the fact that they wanted to thank God, and the professor wanted to instead force his own agenda onto the students and not allow them to do so.
Well,
and this
what was he a professor of?
Chemistry. It was in the chemistry department.
Naturally, yes.
Yeah, exactly.
That makes him qualified to opine on the Constitution. He follows on Twitter the likes of Bill Maher, Michael Moore, Keith Olbermann. That may tell us something about where he comes at this issue from, but he came out and said, look, it's just a departmental thing. We have a diverse student body. It's not a religious ceremony. It's purely educational. By the way, the university did not stand behind the professor, did they?
No, they did not. They denounced his claims.
And they only did that because the law was not on his side. Or perhaps They had an objection as well. Caleb, thanks for bringing the story to us in campusreform.org. That broke it.
Thank you, Megyn.
Coming up, a Kelly File investigation.